Hi.
Yes, welcome back to my class, Cookie,
Yeah.
and good afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good
Yes,
afternoon.
it's wonderful to see you in my class again.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, so how's your morning? How's your day so far, Cookie?
Mm, yeah, so actually yesterday I had meeting with my customer, and after that yeah, we had a drinking party. So yeah,
Mm,
uh, to build so connection,
teamwork.
yeah,
Mm.
for the network. Yeah, so I was a bit tired in the morning due to the party, so that is okay.
Yeah, and indeed you have a great time.
Yeah.
That's matter. All right, so yes, also let's start the lesson. So you choose daily news live.
Mm-hmm.
What is happening to children's eyes in the digital age? Oh, this is interesting story or article. All
Yeah.
right, now let's move on to words and phrases. Okay,
Okay.
so yes, let's learn some of the words and phrases used in this article. So we have five words here. Let's start with number one. Play the audio.
worsen,
Worsen.
So this is verb to become worse. Okay. So let's listen to the sample sentence.
his health began to worsen after the surgery.
His health began to worsen after the surgery.
Right. Okay. So yes, can I have your sentence too using the word worsened? Okay.
Okay. Oh, worsen. Mm, oh, mm, Japanese automotive companies sales uh, began to worsen after the Trump's statement.
So Japanese automotive sales.
Be-
So
yeah, began to worsen after the Donald Trump's statement.
okay, yes, that's also good example sentence using the word to worsen. So thank you for that one, Cookie. Now let's move on to the next word. I'll play the audio here.
Decline.
Decline.
Right. Okay, so this is now a continuous decrease in the number, value, or quality of something. All right, now let's listen to the sample sentence.
There has been a steady decline in student numbers.
There has been a steady decline in student numbers.
Yes, right.
Decline.
Okay, so yes, can I have your sentence?
Yes. Japan is experiencing a decline in birth birth rate.
Experiencing the decline, the decline in
Birth rate.
birth rate. Okay. In birth rate. Is that correct? So Japan is experiencing the decline in birth rate.
Yes.
Very good example sentence. Cookie, so great job for that one. Now let's move on to the next word after the audio.
Elongation.
Elongation.
Right. So this is now the process of becoming longer. Okay, so now let's listen to the sample sentence.
The elongation of the metal occurred due to high temperatures.
The elongation of the metal occurred due to high temperatures.
Right,
Mm,
right. Okay, so yes, elongation.
elongation. Mm, elongation. Mm, due to some issues, um,
Little.
there there was an there was an elongation of the project.
So there was an elongation of the project, right?
Yes.
Of the project. So there was an elongation of the project. Yes, this is very good. Very good example sentence too. So good job. Okay. Now let's move on to the next word. Apply the audio.
Therapy.
Therapy.
Right. So this is noun. A treatment that helps someone feel better or grows stronger. Okay. So let's listen to the sample sentence.
She is undergoing therapy to recover from the injury.
She is undergoing therapy to recover from the injury.
Right. Right. All right. So yes, gonna have your sentence.
Okay,
Therapy.
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 Nowadays, people are more likely to take um, a mental therapy.
Yeah, very good example sentence, Cookie. So great job for that one. Now let's move on to the last one. I play the audio.
Outcome.
Outcome.
So this is noun, the final result of a process or activity. Okay, so let's listen to the sample sentence.
The outcome of the experiment was surprising.
The outcome of the experiment was surprising.
Yes. So yes, can I have your sentence?
Okay. The outcome of the no,
Outcome
as
of
an outcome of the project, I got promoted.
so as an outcome of the project I got promoted. Promoted. Okay. So as an outcome, yeah, this is very good example sentence too. So yes, as an outcome of the project, I got promoted, right?
Yeah.
This is very good example sentence. Okay. So now, do you have any questions so far?
I don't have any questions so far.
All right. Now let's move on to comprehension part. Okay. So yes, we have three questions here that we're going to answer later. But before that, let's check the question one by one. Okay. So let's start with number one. So, what is one major cause of worsening vision in Japanese students? Number two, what do education officials recommended to reduce the risk of eye problems? Number three, why do some families find it difficult to continue treatment with eye drops? All right, to answer these questions, let's listen to the audio article. Okay. So yeah, let's listen carefully, and it starts now. So here we go.
What is happening to children's eyes in the digital age? A 2024 national survey found that over 70% of Japanese high school students had poor natural vision. This issue has worsened since 1979 and now affects younger students too. Experts say early, repeated use of digital devices like smartphones and tablets is a major cause. Children spend many hours daily using screens both in classrooms and at home. Staring at close objects for long periods can make the eyeball grow longer, which reduces the ability to see distant things clearly. This condition may lead to serious eye diseases like glaucoma or retinal damage. To reduce these risks, education officials recommend placing screens at least 30 centimeters away, resting the eyes regularly, and spending more time outdoors under natural light. To slow this vision loss, a Japanese company developed eye drops designed for children. Clinical trials showed that they helped reduce both vision decline and eyeball elongation. While some clinics offer the treatment, it is not covered by national insurance. As a result, families must pay for the drops and regular checkups, making it hard for some to continue treatment. Other approaches, such as special contact lenses worn overnight or red light therapy that promotes healthy eye growth, are also used. Though these options are not officially approved, they are often combined with drops for better outcomes. Still, high costs remain a major barrier. Expanding affordable treatment access is key to protecting children's vision nationwide.
Okay. All right. So are we good with the audio, Cookie, or do you want to listen one more time?
We can move on to next part.
Okay. So now let's answer the questions. Okay. So let's start with number one. So what is one major cause of worsening vision in Japanese students?
One major cause is repeated use of digital devices like smartphones and tablets.
Yes, that's the correct answer. So experts says early repeated use of digital devices like smartphones and tablets is a major cause. Yes. Okay, so question number two. What do education officials recommend to reduce the risk of eye problems?
They recommend placing screens at least 30 centimeters away, resting the eyes regularly, and spending more time outdoors under natural light.
Yes, that's the correct answer. So you get it right. So to reduce this risk, education officials recommended placing screens at least 30 centimeters away, resting the eyes regularly, and spending more time outdoors under natural lights. All right, now let's move on to question number three. So, why do some families find it difficult to continue the treatment with eye drops?
Um, since families must pay for the drops and regular checkups.
Yes. So yes, it's the correct answer. So, must be for drops and regular checkups. That is, while some clinics offer the treatment, it's not covered by national insurance. As a
Mm.
result, families must pay for the drops and regular checkups, making it hard for some to continue the treatment. All right. So yes, for your listening focus, I can give you 5 out of 5 because you answered the questions correctly. All right. So now let's move on to read out. Okay. So yes, in this part, you're going to read the article aloud.
Okay, can I
Let's start.
start?
Yes.
Okay. What is happening to children's eyes in the digital age? In a 2024 national survey found that over 70% of Japanese high school students had poor natural vision. This issue has worsened since 1979 and now affects younger students too. Experts say early, repeated use of digital devices like smartphones and tablets is a major cause. Children spend many hours daily using screens, both in classrooms and at home. Staring,
Staring.
staring at close objects for long periods can make the eyeball grow longer, which reduces the ability to see distant things clearly. This condition may lead to serious eye diseases like glo-
Glaucoma.
glaucoma or re- reti-
Retinal.
retinal damage. To reduce these risks, education officials recommend placing screens at least 30 centimeters away, resting the eyes regularly, and spending more time outdoors under natural light. To slow this vision loss, Japanese companies developed eye drops designed for children. Clinical trials showed that they helped reduce both vision decline and eyeball elongation. While some clinics offer the treatment, it is not covered by national insurance. As a result, families must pay for the drops and regular checkups, making it hard for some to continue treatment. Other approaches, such as special contact lenses worn overnight or red light therapy that promotes healthy eye growth, are also used. Though these options are not officially approved, they are often combined with drops for better outcomes. Still, high costs remain a major barrier. Expanding affordable treatment access is key to protecting children's vision nationwide.
Yes. All right. So thank you for reading it very well, Cookie. Okay. So now let's move on to discussion part. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So in this part, you have few questions that we're going to answer freely or using our own opinion. Okay. So let's start with question number one. Okay. So do you spend many hours a day at looking the screen?
Yes, I do. And in terms of work, I use uh, yeah, laptop and I use three monitors Uh, so
Three monitors.
three,
Oh,
three,
that's a lot.
yeah, three monitors to
Ah,
streamline my tasks because I use a lot of window. One is for researching and the other is like texting, or yeah, the other is like chatting, or so I need to open a couple of applications at the same time. So yeah, I need monitors, some monitors to make my work efficient. So yeah, so and recently every every worker uses the, yeah, digital monitors while working. So it is, yeah, the same cases. That is the same for everyone, I guess.
especially this time. So some
Yes.
are on online jobs,
Mhm.
getting online jobs. So yeah, a lot of people expose their eyes onto computers or
Yes.
laptops, something. All right, now so thank you very much for sharing your idea. Okay, now let's move on to question number two. So have you ever had a vision tested? If not, would you like it someday?
What is vision tested?
This one's your eye. Like if you went before to an eye care to
Uh-huh.
test your eyesight like that.
Ah,
Have you
yes, I
tried
have.
it?
Yes, I have. Because annually, I have I have to check. I have to take my take medical checkup. Um, because my company, my employer, pays for it and promotes me to, yeah, take those tests.
Mm-hmm.
And so the test for my eyes are included, yeah, in that medical checkup, my medical
Yes.
annual checkup. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, every year I
You
check.
have you have the checkup,
Yeah, yeah,
vision
yeah.
checkup.
Yes.
That is also important because as like you that you exposed to laptops and you are working
Mhm.
few hours on screen.
Mhm.
So yeah, you should. Me too. That's why I use also the eyeglass because
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
am I am farsightedness. Like I
Foresighted.
yeah I can see the letter at the far away,
Mhm.
but in it's like near to me, it's blurry. So I am
Oh.
farsighted it is.
Oh.
That's why. So
Yeah.
yeah, from time to time we need to check up your eyes because eyes is very important in
Yes.
our body.
Yes.
So yeah.
Hmm.
So and also yes, you are lucky that it's also included in your medical checkup, like your.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's great.
That's
All
right.
right. So
Mm.
let's move on to question number two. So do you think children should spend more time outdoor?
Mm. Yes, I do. Especially mm, spend more time in playing sports or some exercises, because, especially for children, uh, the training, like training to, or the exercising habit highly affects on their growth, upcoming growth. Yeah, so, and that habits uh, contributes that those habits contribute to the future habit for themselves after they have grown up. So yeah, so knowing how to do sports, or knowing how to exercise is very important for themselves. They So that they can live their life healthily. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree with your idea because outdoor plays or help the children to stay healthy,
Mm-hmm.
and it's give their eyes also a breakdown from the screens. Like
Mm-hmm.
what I did to my daughter is I let her play outside. Okay, you go and play outside. Even she's alone playing outside, it's okay because I noticed that in the morning she had her smartphones and
Uh-huh.
then few hours until lunch. Then the afternoon, I let her play outside. Okay, you go outside and play.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because especially if you don't discipline your child
Uh-huh.
to what they want to do, so they're still just on the screen.
Yeah, 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 of
Oh
course.
yes, so that's why I tried my daughter to let her play outside too.
In my experience, my parents, mm, yeah, let me play video games
Mhm.
only for 15 minutes in a
15
day.
minutes a day.
That's too
Oh,
short.
very short,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's too short. Yeah.
So, but you know what? I think it's also good like that because I have my niece
Mm-hmm.
as she's still a kid and she's still wearing a very thick glasses
Mm-hmm.
because she cannot see anymore. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I don't want my daughter to be the same as my niece. So that's why I controlled her to use smartphones. So
Mm.
you rather go outside and play there, just anything you want.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just all right. So now let's move on to a question number 4. So do you believe modern technology affects our health negatively?
Yes, I do. So, like this article, the digital, especially the development in games and digital devices,
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, our eyes are affected significantly by the blue
Yeah.
light. Yeah. So I'm not sure the effect, actual effect, but it is said that those lights are very bad at our eyes. So, hmm, being familiar with those digital devices that provide uh, some bad uh, bad substances or bad lights are risky for human.
Exactly, you are right, especially in our eye because eye is very important in our body. So
Yes, yes.
yeah, and yeah,
Mm.
and also yeah, too much using phones and computers
Mm-hmm.
is leading to screen damage or
Mm.
screen damage of our eyes and also lack of sleep.
Yes, yes.
So
Those technologies help us do a lot of things more efficiently, but given that our body, those technologies are inhumane or so unnatural, yeah.
exactly, you are right.
So
I
very
agree.
artificial. So
So, like there is a pros and cons. There's always
yeah, yeah, yeah.
advantage and disadvantage. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I agree. All right. So yes, let's move on to the question number 5. So, should governments make division treatments more affordable?
Yes, I should. The- so uh, I, I bought and I started to use glasses earlier than classmates in my experience. So yeah, at the time, if there maybe if there is some treatment from the government, like free treatment, that situation was a bit different. So yeah, I dislike wearing the glasses because that made me different from other classmates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so recently, um, it is common to wear the glasses in childhood because yeah, so I can see a lot of yeah, children wearing glasses in my daily life. So it is not not so we awkward nowadays, but at that time, so while my childhood, it was a bit awkward. So I maybe I wanted the vision treatment, affordable vision treatment that can alleviate my eye situation.
I agree. I agree. Here in the Philippines, too, we don't have a like a public like treatment for eye, but
Mm-hmm.
we have for teeth or some
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
for medical like that. Not but eye is not included. So
I see.
you have to go to the private, and private is very
Uh,
expensive.
yes.
Yes. All right, so okay, we don't have much time.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much for
Thank
coming in my
you.
class. I have a great
Yeah.
day.
Have a
Yeah.
have a nice day.
Yes.